How's it going, guys? Tech and Cloth back again with another video. Picked up the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. Really excited to take a look at this and start using a wearable device because in the past I haven't had much use for them, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And Samsung has some really good deals if you're pre-ordering this device and subscribe to their newsletter. And I decided to pick this one up as well, along with the discounts that the Watch 8 and Watch Ultra 2025 are currently ongoing. I believe that today is the last day. It is Friday, July 25th, when these two delivered. So hopefully you guys benefit from trade-ins or getting some sort of discount off of these devices. These are supposed to be, at least the Fold 7 is supposed to be revolutionary in terms of, Samsung's fold-up lineup. I'm pretty excited to see what that looks like. Obviously, everyone who's in the tech world or a phone geek like myself already know what kind of changes happened to this device, along with the changes that happened to this for our wearable nerd. So let's take a look. We're just going to start off and push this over to the side for a second and give the Fold 7 the respect it deserves. So I did pick it up in the Blue Shadow. Again, I purchased this with my own money. Samsung did not send this out to me. So we are free to have our own opinions on stuff. And you know what? I think this is a job I should just use the good old finger for. So different kind of box, unlike the one that we got with the S25 Ultra and before. This has more of a, like a smooth finish to it. It seems like it would cost Samsung more, but here is the device itself. Holy cow, this thing looks gorgeous. For those who follow the channel, you do know that I picked up the Z Fold 6 also in the similar colorway. I heard they're slightly different, the blues. This looks a little more lighter in some lights and darker in some lights. So really excited to see how that translates into, using the phone day to day and using it in daylight. And of course in the box, nothing interesting here. Same old stuff that we've been getting for years now. Really just a pamphlet, nothing else, and the USB Type-C to Type-C connector, which I probably won't be using all that much. I'll just put that over to the side. And here is the cream of the crop, the Z Fold 7 in Shadow Blue, I believe it's called. Wow. I'm really excited to be using this as a daily driver. I was using the S25 Ultra as my daily personal, so it's not going to be too different. I'm pretty excited for that. And I really do enjoy the One UI, so let's go ahead and take this off. Not as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. But as you guys can see, the crease is really minimal now. I don't know. I'm assuming this is going to change through folding constantly, day to day, multiple times a day for that matter. So I am a little concerned, but geez, this thing is really thin. It looks a lot thinner in person. It is a lot thinner in person, I should say. Like, look at this. And the color just gives it that sophisticated look. It just looks like a premium thing. Device, rather. I was concerned getting the blue one. My wife can attest to that. I was on the fence because, all the YouTubers are getting the blue one sent out to them. I did want to be a little different, but I really couldn't ignore how good this blue looked on the device. So I went ahead and picked this one up. Safe to say I do not regret it. And let's go ahead and take this one off the cover screen, which is actually the star of this year. So here we go. I'm personally in the camp that didn't have much of a issue when it came to the cover screen of the Z Fold 6. I was a big fan of the device, so this is going to be interesting. This feels a lot taller, I'm not going to lie, and it feels just so refined. I mean, the Fold 7 was my first folding device, or foldable, I should say, but this just takes it to a whole nother level. Like, this compared to the S25 Ultra. Let's just put this over to the side for a second. This is the base thickness of the S25 Ultra. And honestly, if I really had to, take a guess, the Z Fold 7 really does look slimmer. Numbers don't lie. This is actually a little bit thicker, even at its thinnest point, versus the S25 Ultra, but it even feels slimmer in the hand, which is crazy. One thing I did want to compare was the width, because that's what really changed this year, and we're getting a significant jump. I got rid of my Fold 6, through trade-ins, and I was able to get a good deal from it, but that's the difference in terms of the actual width, which is not a big trade-off at all. This is just a really comfortable phone, and at this point, I mean, it's similar and it's comparable to the Xperia Z classes, which I haven't yet put on the channel, but I have used them. Those are amazing devices. But the star of today's video is the Fold 7, and just putting it into place, you can kind of feel it claps back in. Not like an abrupt clap, but it does securely go together. It's not, coming apart easily. It's not going to be as difficult to pry open as, some people are saying. At least for me, I don't mind it that much. And I guess when it snaps back in, I guess you guys can hear that. That is a really good feeling. I believe this is numbered at 6.5 inches diagonal, so you do get a good amount of screen real estate on just the cover screen. I'm going to come right back and set this up to the best of my abilities. But before I even, cut that video, I did want to unbox this one and kind of show them out afterwards too. So again, we're just going to use the good old finger, get rid of this. I'm excited, really excited for this. I did just opt for the Bluetooth version of this. It didn't give me a choice when I was selecting this as an extra. Oh my gosh, this thing is gorgeous. I've never unboxed a wearable, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at what actually comes in here. I assume the strap, but let's put this over to the side, the top portion, and okay, so just more documentation on this end. And if we're gonna open this end, oh, there's a charging cable. As if I didn't have enough charging cables from all these phones we're unboxing on the channel, but I'm probably not gonna use this one. I have all kinds of, like charging stands that are getting sent out, so probably not gonna use that. Let's take a look at this. So this is the black version, 46 millimeter, I believe. This one only comes in one size, the Watch 8 Classic. So I did get the black one. This is the version that's kind of like a squircle. It's got like a square circle, and then you have this bezel like rotating. You can't really hear it, but you can definitely feel it when I guess you're moving stuff around. I guess that's going to be super satisfying. I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't look like this came with some sort of protector through shipping, so that's interesting. You guys let me know in the comment section down below if that's normal. So here's the actual device. It has a good weight to it. It doesn't feel like it's going to be too cumbersome on the wrist. And pop this over to the side. This feels a lot more delicate than this, but let's go ahead and take a look what else we got here. I imagine we'd be getting a strap. I'd hope. It didn't let me pick one at the point of checkout, so I'm assuming, but been wrong before. Okay, here you go. Here is the, I guess this is kind of like a vegan leather strap or a faux leather strap. It feels good. It's got like the silicone on the inside and the faux leather, or possibly faux actual leather. I'm not even sure what kind of strap this one comes with, but it feels good, feels premium. I'm not disappointed in the quality at all so far. So there we go. Here are the devices we're going to be taking a look at in comparison with the S25 Ultra, and I'll come back after these are kind of in the mode of getting set up. How's it going, guys? So I decided to get these both fully set up, use them for a day before I can give you my opinion on it. I've actually been using them for a good, since Friday, so a good few days now, and honestly, the watch is fantastic. I take everything back that I said in the first portion of this video. I'm absolutely enjoying my time with this watch. I have to say, it's just put that code in there. That you don't know, I was putting it in earlier, but the watch has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed wearing it, using it, tracking fitness with it. Really, really nice addition to my tech lineup now. I also do carry, by the way, the Samsung Buds Pro, which are phenomenal. I cannot stress enough how good those earphones are. They're 100% better than the AirPods Pro 2, in my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of maybe some audiophiles that would prefer the AirPods for, I don't know, maybe they might find their noise canceling better, but in any case, back to the watch and the phone. The phone is fantastic. I've loved using this super sleek looking device the past few days, and feeling for that matter, and really just an enjoyable experience. Honestly, I have zero complaints. As I said, this is taking a few days after the first portion of the video, just because I found a lot of the stuff was not loading up properly, and I wanted to make sure that I was, you know, doing it justice by showing you guys a little bit of everything. So let me just clear up some apps real quick and show you what it's like navigating just YouTube in general. So I pop open YouTube, and this is the kind of stuff, obviously my feed of whatever I like to watch, but this is what it's like navigating on such a big canvas. And honestly, I really, really love it. It's really fun. I mean, having all of this real estate to work with, just watching, through Netflix, YouTube, looking at my emails, everything's just really clear, and I love using it. As I did with the Z Fold 6, but with the Z Fold 7, I really did enjoy the cover screen a lot. So let's just unlock this for you guys. This cover screen is fantastic. Now, letting my wife use the S25 Ultra right now, but trust me, you're not missing anything when it comes to this cover screen. Obviously, the quality is a little lower than that of the S25 Ultra, but I mean, it's 1080p. It's hard to make that difference out when you're using it day to day, but in that initial comparison, it was really noticeable to me. Now, not so much. Really, really enjoyable device. So I'm not going to go over all the tech specs. What you really need to know is 6.5-inch display on the cover screen and 8-inch display on the inside. So really nice canvases to work with, and honestly have been such a joy. I'm enjoying the slim profile of this phone. Super pin straight and honestly like slim. It's so hard to explain how nice this phone is to use day to day. Just if I decide, and I ended up, by the way, opening this up at during, I don't know, work hours or break time, or when I do have a second in my office, just to pop this open, scroll through social, scroll through YouTube, like little shorts, whatnot. And this has been amazing to use. And it's similar to the experience I had with the Z Fold 7, but this is obviously just a nicer form factor. It's more manageable, not only in the hand, but also in the pocket. I do carry two phones. Like I said, this is being shot with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is my second work. It's my second device that I use for work. Really enjoying using this instead. I tend to try and actually do more work on this than the iPhone. It's just that kind of device that can do pretty much anything you throw at it. Battery life hasn't been too bad. It's been a few days. I mean, for me, for my usage, I get about let's just take a quick look actually, since we're here. Let's go into settings, go into battery. So there you go. I'm sitting at 38%. I took it off the charger this morning at maybe around 7-ish, 7 a.m. It's now sitting at 8:30 p.m. So that's over 12 hours of usage. And so I have 2 hours of screen on time. Again, this is my second device, personal time. This is personal time on the device. So 2 hours of use. I mean, scrolling through Instagram, that's my usage there. But back to when I first got it. So Yesterday, for example, on the 27th, I had a good 5 hours and 17 minutes of screen on time, and I'm sitting at 83% used. So just to give you guys an idea. And the day before, I had not been using so much, but as you can see, like over here, like screen off time, 19 hours and 57 minutes. I kind of didn't charge it through the night, which is why I was able to get those numbers, which is what most people are going to be doing. Unless you're a super heavy power user and you're going to be using this phone like crazy during the day through navigation and camera and whatever you might want to use the phone for. If you're a heavy user, I mean, I'm not going to say this phone's not for you, but just keep in mind that you might have to charge throughout the day. I'm big on tech, but I mean, I'm not glued to my device. So this battery life is super manageable for me. I'm able to comfortably get through the whole day and then some. If your usage is similar, I mean, to put those numbers into perspective, I usually do a nice maybe 30-minute walk during the day, listening to music via Bluetooth through these Samsung Buds. Generally scrolling through social media for like 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how much free time I have throughout the day before I get home. And that's pretty much it. Texting a lot, calling a lot, and I'm able to get through the day. And just for today's example, I'm sitting at 38% battery life, as you guys can see over there. And I have about 2 hours screen on time and 54 minutes of usage. So really happy with the battery output on this guy. But like I said, the beauty, and I keep saying it, the beauty of this device is how manageable it is in one hand. Again, no case, no screen protector, completely going nude so far until some of our partners send out some cases to review, which I'm also looking forward to, because this thing is an expensive bugger and the average person is going to want to protect this. I'm probably going to be using it primarily with no case, unless I'm going to like the beach or I'm going on a hike, something where this bad boy could be at risk. But yeah, so far, loving the device, loving the connectivity I'm getting with the watch. Let's just put this on, because every single time I take it off, I have it set up so that the watch locks, which I really desperately need to get rid of. It's more intruding than it is useful. So let me just put this code back in there. And yeah, taking a look at that watch, this is my workout face setup. So when I'm training or, just going through the day, I don't want to have to, worry too much about getting to the time quickly. I leave this phone at my desk during my shift, and there you go. Like this is the face that I'm looking at most of the time. This is of course the rotating bezel that we looked at earlier. This has been so satisfying to use. I love using it, and I very rarely find myself touching the screen. Like I it's not that I'm not trying to, but I tend to just navigate with this bezel here. Unless of course I do want to, do like a quick calculation over here with a calculator, or take a look at my sleep, blood pressure, what have you. Other than that, I mean, I still haven't customized this button. Really just enjoying it as a regular watch with some smart features. So it calculates, how many steps I do the day, my blood pressure, stress levels, all that stuff is taken into account, even sleep and how well I sleep, the different stages of sleep. So I found that really cool. It's something I never really paid attention to. And as a 32-year-old man, I'm slowly learning that sleep is importante. So let me know what you guys think. This band is really nice. I mean, it is faux leather. I don't think it's real leather. And the construction of both the band and the watch have been really nice to use on a day-to-day basis. So watch, definitely sold on it. I'm definitely going to keep it and not give it away like I thought I would. So I know, unless of course there's a new one that comes out, but rest assured I am going to start, I guess, unboxing, wearables. That includes the iPhone watches, the Apple watches, sorry, and of course anything that comes out for these Samsung, or I'm still debating on Pixel. I mean, I don't think they're quite there with Samsung, and Apple, but I mean, if they do end up releasing some really nice wearables, I'm definitely going to take a look into it. So yeah, this phone has been an absolute joy to use. Battery life really not a problem for me. The screen real estate you get when it's folded and unfolded is great. I mean, this is how it looks in my hand. I have pretty big hands. I mean, I'm standing at about 5'10", and I have some pretty meaty mitts. And this phone is just really nice to use, one-handed, day to day, and just doing everything I need to do. But when I do want to have a canvas to do whatever I have time for, like I said, watching videos or scrolling or even through messaging with this thing. Like, I'm not gonna pop open my messages app, but let me just give you guys an example. So here we go. Let's just send a message to, as an example, there, perfect. So let's say I want to send a message to somebody. I'm just going to block this portion for personal, but I mean, this is the kind of screen I'm going to have. So I'm going to have this kind of screen with a kind of split keyboard, and it's been pretty fun to use. I mean, the last time I had time with a keyboard like that was when the iPad first came out, and I really did enjoy using that iPad. I really didn't mind that keyboard. So this is a really cool device. I mean, this is what it looks like when it's just laying on the table and folded. Not that many people are going to be doing that, but it looks really, really good. Same thing when it's folded up. It just looks really good on the table. And this color has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm really enjoying, as I mentioned last time, this kind of how the color is really dark, but also like here it looks like slate. And as I reflect it against the light, it looks more lighter. It does look very blue in the sun, so keep that in mind if you're looking at this color. It is very, very blue when the sun's reflecting on it. It doesn't look like this, like what you're seeing at all right now. This is what it looks like indoors. So again, if you're looking for something more, I want to say neutral, I would definitely go with the black one. If you wanted to get something neutral but also kind of flashy, I would definitely look at the silver titanium. In no way, shape, or form do I recommend going for the mint colorway. I don't know. I don't think it's a good looking color in my opinion, but again, the color is there for people to choose. But yeah, this has been the Blue Shadow Fold 7. And just to give you guys another look around, super slim device and pairs beautifully with the Watch 8 Classic through my experience. And real quick, before we close up on the watch, I completely forgot to talk about how the battery life has been on the watch. So the watch itself has been absolutely fantastic. Really no issue. It lasts me a good day and a half. And this is just through, monitoring not only my sleep, but my steps. I have everything set up on this device. Anything could possibly calculate is set up. I have a pretty colorful, background face that's going on during the day. So really impressed with the watch. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's terrible battery life for a wearable, but this is my first wearable device. So I'm impressed and I'm happy with the battery life I'm getting. A day and a half usage on the watch itself. And I heard there's even ways to extend that through different faces and turning off the display and it only coming on when you really want it to. I'm probably going to leave it like that because I'm happy with a day and a half. But yeah, just wanted to mention that before I close out the video. So yeah, let me know if you guys are thinking about picking one of these things up. I'll gladly, if you have any questions on this at the bottom of this video, just comment down, shoot away what I think, or if there's something I missed that you wanted to hear more about, feel free to shoot your comments down and questions. I answer each and every question as long as it makes sense. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave that like, and we're going to be covering a lot more content on the Fold 7. I have a ton of more content coming for the S25 Ultra because I've been slacking pretty hard on that, but I have tons of content coming. The final review of the iPhone 16 Pro Max several months later, as well as the final review for my S25 Ultra. And if you don't want to miss anything, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.